Chris, what is our first main topic today?
Our first topic comes from Mr. Knight. Greetings and salutations, Campea Crew. I just noticed that Disney Marvel Studios has just set the record of being the closest that the studios have ever gotten to a major film release date without any official stills or trailers, 100 days away, and the film being Thor Love and Thunder. John, is it starting to look like the film may be delayed, or could there be another reason for such a hush for Thor? Perhaps Disney might present it as its Cinemacon panel, or could the events of DS2 directly affect Thor? That without its release could lead to spoiling the actual film? Thanks in advance.
All right, thanks a lot for saying that in, Mr. Knight. Okay, look, one of the things that I've talked about a lot over the last number of years, and thankfully we're seeing a change, is that for a very, very long time, the movie industry had this real problem of releasing trailers way too early. Like, way too early. Like, it's 6 months in advance, 9 months in advance, a year in advance, sometimes more. Realizing, and you know, one of the things I've always said was, you're blowing your load too early. You get it, putting out a trailer, you're getting some pop, but pop fizzles. It dissipates like smoke in the wind. And eventually it's gone, and you're still 8 months away from the movie coming out, and you spent that money, you spent that energy, and the movie's still so far away. And it also led to a situation of, when the movie does come out, it's like, wait a minute, that hadn't come out yet? Man, we were talking about that movie like a year ago, right? So what we have started seeing in the industry is a very good trend of shortening that window from when you first really start your marketing and put out the first trailer and when your movie comes out. A good 3 to 6 months, I think, is okay window. Once you getting close to 3, that's cutting a little bit close. But even the guy who for the last 5 years has been saying, shorten the marketing window, even I have got to say, because today we are at the Wayne Gretzky mark of Thor Love and Thunder, 99. We are 99 days away from Thor Love and Thunder coming out. We don't have a single promo image. We don't have a single piece of footage. We have nothing. We have nothing. 99 days away, which is the closest we've ever been to the release of a major Marvel film without them starting their marketing campaign. What could be behind it? There are a couple of possibilities. Let's talk about possibility number one. Possibility number one is this movie's getting delayed. I would think they would have announced that by now, and I don't really believe they're delaying it, but that is one of the possibilities. We've heard word that there is still some reshooting going on with it, which is not terribly unusual, even this close to the release of a movie.
Not for a Marvel movie.
Not for a Marvel movie at all. But it is unusual that they haven't started the marketing campaign. I've heard some people say, well, you can't start a marketing campaign when you're still shooting. Kid, the first trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy came out 1 week after they started shooting the movie. So yes, you absolutely can put out something when something is still kind of in front of the cameras. That absolutely can happen. All right. Possibility number two is that the events of Thor Love and Thunder are so tied to the events of Doctor Strange 2 that Doctor Strange 2 must come out before you start advertising Thor 4. I can't buy that one for a couple of reasons. Number one, we've had no indication that the events of Doctor Strange 2 directly tie to Thor 4. Thor is off in another galaxy, whatever. That's fine. But the second thing is this. What's the release date again of Doctor Strange?
Yeah, May 6th.
May? Yeah. No, they're not going to drop the first trailer for Thor Love and Thunder after May. So so I don't buy that one. A third option is one that I did buy into for a while, but I'm not so sure I do anymore, which was that they're going to drop it with Morbius. We talked about that before, that maybe dropping a trailer for Thor with Morbius, which was, the follow-up film to Spider-Man No Way Home. We got all the apparent ties in there, that maybe they're going to drop that with that big comic book movie. But I've heard nothing from people in the theater industry about anything about trailers being delivered, and that thing opens tonight. So I'm not expecting when I go to see Morbius later, and I know y'all are going to go see it tonight too. When I go to see Morbius later tonight, I'm not expecting to see that. Another option is Cinemacon. That maybe they're going to drop this thing at Cinemacon. That to me is becoming the best option right now. That seems to be the most likely scenario, although I'm not putting any money on that either. The Cinemacon has become a place where they drop a lot of big things first. And this year, Disney is doing a presentation at Cinemacon, and they did not do one last time. So they may be looking to come to Cinemacon and making a big splash at Cinemacon. So right now, and that's not for another 2.5, 3 weeks, which would put us real close to the release date. We were in the 80s then. We're in the 80-day range of when it's coming. But I think right now the most probable likelihood is we get our first trailer at Cinemacon, but I'm not really sure. Rob, even I am kind of raising my eyebrows about the fact that we haven't gotten any of the marketing for this thing yet. We are pretty damn close. Do you think this thing's getting delayed? Do you think they're going to drop it with Doctor Strange? Do you think they're going to drop it at CinemaCon? Do you think just, hell, maybe tomorrow they may drop it? I don't know. What do you think's going on here right now?
Well, I guess to me it's not that unusual in the sense that we have a Marvel movie opening today. We have Moon Knight that just debuted 2 days ago. We have Doctor Strange coming out on May 6th. So there's a lot of Marvel that they're still in the midst of promoting from two different studios. And I would say that this is what I think. I think they know that this movie is amazing. They know that the trailer is spectacular. And if they drop a trailer now, the onus is going to be moved off of all of these other projects and people are going to talk about Thor. I mean, oh my God, did you see that? I mean, I don't know if they're going to play the Immigrant Song again or whatever the hell they're going to do. But I'll bet you, because it's Taika Waititi, I bet the movie's so also bananas, that if they were to drop this, that they would sort of curtail the thunder of what's coming, which is the rest of Moon Knight and Doctor Strange. And like you said, CinemaCon. I think that we're going to see the Thor trailer pretty quickly, pretty soon. I don't even think they'll wait till CinemaCon. But I think they're gonna let the, I mean, like you said, John, it's still more than 3 months away. That's
barely,
but that's 25% of a year. So I don't think that it's anything. It's coming out. When's the release date? July.
It's, July. I looked it up right now. It was July. Let me get it again.
It's July.
Yeah.
July
8th.
Okay, July 8th. So even if it's more than 2 months after Doctor Strange opens, so they got time. I mean,
it should be pointed out, the first John Wick, I mean, this is an extreme example, granted. The first John Wick movie dropped its trailer 1 month before John Wick opened. Of course, that wasn't a Marvel movie, and nobody thought that movie was going to be a hit, but still.
I mean, I think that we're going to see this more and more because it's not like Marvel is an unknown quantity at this point. It's not like Thor's like, I wonder if this Thor movie is going to be any good. Like, I mean, come on.
You don't think dropping the trailer before the Doctor Strange movie, that's enough time to market the Thor movie? I don't know. Because May 6th to July 8th.
I've never, well, obviously, look, right now, as the person who wrote, Marvel has never been this close to a release of its movie without dropping its first trailer. Never.
But
now we're talking about another month from that. So I don't know.
But have two tentpole movies been this close in release too in the years of Marvel?
From the same studio?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Thor is pretty big to me, a big property now.
An OG,
That's a cornerstone.
And with all the actors that's involved, and then also Doctor Strange, we see this fireball coming too. Have they ever been this close in release? Two movies from Marvel?
2 months, maybe, but not often. But I think I can think of a couple, maybe one or two times.
Captain Marvel and was it Captain Marvel and Endgame or Captain Marvel and Infinity War that were really close together?
Well, I know Black Panther and Infinity War were really close.
Yeah,
I thought. I mean,
yeah.
But I think
these are sequels too.
It's been a while,
right?
But can you actually see Marvel waiting until 60 days before Thor opens to drop its first trailer?
I think they can.
I think they could, yeah. And I think doing that at CinemaCon would be bomb as hell. I would love to have it happen.
That would just be in another 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, I think that would be the way to do it. Or if you did it at D20, I think that'd be fine too. But we haven't gotten nothing, y'all. We got the Lego goat boat.
That's it. It's the goat boat.
We got Tooth Grinder and Tooth Bearer. Is that his name? The other version of it. And we've gotten some action figures. So I mean, there's some stuff out there. I didn't even think about this trailer, I'm going to be honest. And it wasn't until this question of, oh, yeah, that is a really short window comparatively. But honestly, I don't need a trailer that far away from the movie. We're inundated with media constantly. I need it closer to the release date. I'm not too bummed about this.
By the way, somebody in the live chat, I want to make sure I get who it is because I lost them here. There it is. Body Snatcher in the live chat brings up an interesting question. What are the chances that maybe they release it during WonderCon? I don't know when WonderCon is.
Next week.
Yeah.
This coming
It's next week?
It's this coming weekend.
Is it in Anaheim again this year? Or did they move it back to San Francisco?
I'm pretty sure it's still in
It's
Anaheim.
in Anaheim,
I can double check that.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, could they drop this thing? I didn't even know that Marvel was planning any kind of a presence at WonderCon. But I mean,
I don't know either.
I wouldn't imagine they would. Yeah, it's April 1st through the 3rd, and it's going to be...
All right, so
Looks
just
like
going to ask you,
Anaheim,
Ray,
yeah.
you think maybe they drop it with Doctor Strange?
Yeah, or just because the focus is with Doctor Strange right now. That's it. That's all.
I think they're going to drop it at Cinemacon. Rob, you think they
I
could drop
think-
it this week?
It could be this week, could be next week, or it's CinemaCon, but sometime soon.
And Chris, you're thinking Cinemacon.
Yeah.
All right, so or it could be tomorrow. Who knows? Anyway, guys, question is for you.
John,
Yes.
I think that they might have wanted to drop it this weekend, but after seeing the results of what Morbius turned out to be, that they've held off.
Ooh.
I think the machinery of that makes that impractical.
Could be.
Because the wheels it's not something you can decide on and have that change
Oh,
overnight.
I don't think it was overnight.
Yeah, I don't know, but you think maybe they planned on releasing it with
I think they
Morbius.
might have.
But does playing a trailer in front of a movie that ends up, does that hurt your movie at all? I don't know that's...
Well, less people will see it. I mean, look, they drop everything online, so it doesn't matter. Most
Yeah,
people
yeah,
watch
that's
the
true,
trailers,
yeah.
but I mean, I think that from what we've heard of Morbius, I'm really kind of disappointed. I watched Jeremy Jahns, and I like Jeremy Jahns, but he made me sad. His Morbius review made me sad.
I'm not going to hear any of this. Morbius is going to be great. I'm seeing it later today. Question is for you. What do you guys think about this? We are closer to a major Marvel film than we've ever been without a trailer being released. What do you think's going on? Do you think it's a possibility the movie might get delayed? Do you think they're going to drop it this week at CinemaCon? Maybe wait all the way to Doctor Strange 2? What do you think, guys, is going on? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to take just a minute and thank the sponsor of this video, Masterclass. Masterclass is offering classes on a wide variety of topics, like all taught by world-class masters at the absolute tops of their field. Each class is broken down out into individual video lessons, usually like around 10 minutes or so long, and members can explore at their own pace. And each class is supported by downloadable materials, lessons, recipes, or more that you can all find at masterclass.com. For example, are you into streaming? Well, you can take the Building Your Streaming class taught by ninjas so you can sharpen up on your streaming skills. Or if you're interested in independent filmmaking, take independent filmmaking from Academy Award winner Spike Lee. You want to get classes on how to direct? How about from Ron Howard? The very first one I personally looked up and got into was Business Leadership by the great Big Papa Iger, Bob Iger himself. And I was absolutely enthralled with it. I love every single minute of this stuff. If any of those apply to you, you need to try Masterclass. So I highly recommend that you check it out. Get unlimited access to every Masterclass, and as a John Campea Show viewer, you get 15% off an annual membership. Go to masterclass.com/Campea. Once again, to get 15% off your annual membership, go to masterclass.com/Campea. And thank you to the good folks at Masterclass for sponsoring the John Campea Show.